Welcome, everybody. Today's subject is measurements for success outside of scales. Lock in, guys. Social media there and there. Let's get into it. Working out, depending on whether your goal is to put on size muscle or lose weight and become leaner or toned, as a woman generally tend to call it, means that the scales, it's going to be a very crucial aspect in judging the success of how close you are or if you're even on the right path to reaching that particular goal. However, for many, it becomes, obsessive, almost to the point where people see no real progress within their own bodies besides the scales telling them they are either 6 kg lighter or heavier or more. Now, do not misunderstand me. After a certain number of months, if your goal is to hit a certain build which requires a swing of more than 4 kilos in weight, up or down, and the scales have not moved one bit for at least 2 months, then it becomes a calorie problem. In that case, it would be wiser for you to focus on the scales for a bit and adjust eating patterns and portions, for sure, definitely. However, in this video particularly, what I will be, getting into is other ways of measuring success when trying to attain a physique goal outside of the numbers of scales, like going up or down. So let's lock in, get your popcorn and pay attention. It's about to be another info-filled yap session with me. Let's get into it. Number one, and the most obvious, strength gains. First up, the bar does not lie. If you're putting more weight on the bar over time, then there's a valid form of success, regardless of whether your goal is to gain weight or lose weight. For those looking to gain weight, it's a sign of success as it shows the extra calories you may be potentially eating is going towards building more muscle, okay? Which means you're not just going to be adding fluff or fat in the process of the weight gain, but actual fat-free mass, which is the real progress if you're trying to bulk. Now, if your goal is to lose weight and you're getting stronger, even if it's at a slow rate, your body will likely create that more toned visual look that you desire from the numbers going up on your lifts. One of the pillars of a successful program is logbooking your numbers and your workouts. And numbers going up will always be a good thing. Always be a good thing. Even if the scales might not be moving as much as the lifts are going up, it's fine. Number two, energy and endurance. Now, this one is for those who are overweight, newer to the gym, or older in age who are watching this video. But do you ever notice when you're, a few weeks into working out, you're not dying halfway up the stairs like you used to? In fact, you relish climbing up those stairs and actively avoid using the lift. Or you're confident in carrying your 2, 3-year-old nephew and nieces when you guys are playing about without much struggle. You see, that there is massive, it's huge. Improved endurance, better recovery, less likelihood of injuries and soreness over pretty much nothing. And just having more energy to get through the day without needing 3 coffees or popping ibuprofen, paracetamol, whatever it is. That's the type of progress a scale will never ever show you. Those little things are 100% a sign of success that the scales won't tell you. My clients will 100% attest to that. Number 3, how your clothes fit. Scales measure gravity, clothes measure reality. Now, jeans fitting looser, shirts not pulling at the button, or finally being able to wear that jacket without feeling, like the Michelin man. These are clear signs your body composition is changing for the better. Even if your weight isn't moving much on the scales, your clothes tell a certain truth your scales can't quite yet. It's your body quietly saying, hey, we're changing. Now, if things are fitting loose on your body, know you are on the right path. And that is another sign of success. Number 4, body measurements and photos. Tape measurement and progress photos are brutally honest. The mirror can trick you day to day, but photos 6 to 8 weeks apart do not lie. Generally, if you want a good statistical gauge outside of the scale, measurements and pics will be your best friend. Now, I want you to buy a tape measure and collect stats on your waist, arms, thighs. You can do extra things like chest or neck or whatever, in the case you have other goals, depending on whether you're man or woman or whatever. Sometimes your weight stalls or comes down slowly, but those numbers will shrink. It will definitely shrink, which means fat is coming off and muscle is coming on. So it means you are actually on the right path. Plus, through pictures 6 to 8 weeks apart, you can visually actually see those changes within the body. And that is a major sign of success. Number 5, confidence and lifestyle. Now let's not forget the mental side. Walking taller, feeling confident in your own skin, turning down junk food because you generally don't want it. That, my friend, is growth. Now, if you're building habits that stick, that's progress you're going to carry on for life, long after the scales stop moving. When your mood and mental health improve, your stress feels way more manageable, and you start choosing to move your body, not out of guilt, but because it makes you feel good. That's a level of progress that no numbers can ever really capture. Now, you might notice you're sleeping better, thinking clearer, not relying on food as a coping mechanism like before. That's massive. Like, that's actually massive. The body changes, sure, but the real transformation is the one that happens up there. So, to conclude, the scales might give you a number, but it will never tell you the full story. Success isn't the strength you build, the energy you feel, the way your clothes fit, the photos that show your progress, your recovery, the confidence you carry, and your overall mental well-being. So next time the scales may not show or look how you want it to, just remember, it's just one tool in the toolbox. The real question is, are you moving better, feeling stronger, living healthier? Because if those answers are all yes, then you're winning and you're on the right path. Now, that being said, if you are overweight and are struggling to drop those kilos, and you've actually ticked all those measurements of success that I've said, and the scale still hasn't budged after, let's just say 2 months, it's likely a calorie management issue. So you're simply eating more than you think. You just need tighter control, better structure, and some accountability in that area. And if you're serious about that, if you're actually serious about that, I want a guided hand from someone who's helped countless people achieve exactly that. Head over to my website. You're going to see the next frame, or click the link through my bio or video description and look into my online or in-person coaching. Act fast. I know you're ready for change. Now drop a comment sharing your favorite non-scale victories, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Thank you guys. Don't forget, have a lovely day.